Hey YouTube, Lady.Belle is in the house. I'm going to be doing another pick a pile reading. So the stones that I have for you today for pile number 1 is a pyrite. If this stone resonates with you, you can choose pile number 1. The second stone I have is a black tourmaline. Okay. If this stone resonates with you, you could choose pile number 2. And for pile number 3, I have a jasper. Let me see if y'all can see that. A jasper. If this stone resonates with you, you can choose pile number 3. So let's go ahead and tap into you all's reading, starting with pile number 1. Okay, so we have lessons. We have commitment. We also have solitude. We have settling. As well as an apology. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap in and see what is going on with you guys. Okay. Holy Spirit, for pile number 1, please tell me about these lessons. Jupiter is going to be very important to you. Go to your birth chart and see where Jupiter is. I feel like you're going to be traveling and expanding here. All right. You're going to be getting an offer. All right. Something that's going to be very valuable in nature. All right. You've manifested this. Whatever you did a vision board for, manifested, prayed over, lit a candle for, I believe it's about to come true. Tell me about these lessons here for pile number 1. What is it that you want pile number 1 to learn about these lessons? Look at this. Page of Cups. So you're being inspired, swept off your feet by an idea. Maybe school. Like school or education has given you a new idea. This has the potential to be very fulfilling if you monitor it appropriately. All right, there's competition. There is competition. All right, be aware of that. It's time to walk away from competition. It's time for you to be inspired by new ideas. Be inspired by new ideas and walk away from this competition. The Four of Swords, that may be hurtful. Maybe you have issues with your siblings here with the Page of Cups. And maybe they wounded you here with the Four of Swords. It's time for you to heal from these issues. Yeah, and move away. Go on your own journey. Right? Everything is in place for you to succeed. It's time for you to face forward and stop looking back at the past. Recognize it for what it is. Heal from it and move forward. Okay? So tell me about this commitment here for pile number 1. Okay. Let's put that back. I don't like how that flipped out. Maybe, I don't know if you're, you know what? Let me put it back. The Two of Wands, Aries-like energy. Now is not the time for commitment, possibly. It may be time for you to stay in solitude. You may be settling with someone who has offered you like a proposal. Now is not the time to settle. Let me see. The Ten of Pentacles is here, Virgo-like energy. It's time for you to reevaluate the details. Like, how do you really feel about this connection? How do you really feel about making a legacy with someone? What does that mean to you? Are you trusting your intuition? Cancerian, Gemini energy. There may have been issues with mom, dad, and siblings. And you may feel alone. You may not desire to commit your life to your family any longer. Let's see what this is all about. The Emperor, your father, Virgo mom. Okay? It may be time for you to seek spiritual enlightenment and awareness. And it's time for you to take responsibility and control for what is yours. Right? For what you truly own. This is Mars-like energy. You may want to see where Mars is at in your chart. Tell me about this solitude. What about this solitude? The waning crescent moon may be also very significant to you. It's time for you to go to the water. Yeah, going to the water will help you to solve an obstacle. It may seem very risky, whatever you're contemplating on doing it, but by the water and the waning crescent moon, you will find the answers that you seek. This is a light bulb moment. This is an aha moment, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Stop. So this is the situation. You see how she has all these pentacles here? And you see how she's reaching for the smallest one? She finds inspiration in the smallest one. Maybe it's good for you to pay attention to the details, yes. but don't limit yourself to the smallest possibility, right? Don't be afraid of expanding and taking it all, okay? Don't be afraid of expanding and taking it all. Yeah, Eight of Cups, expansion, walking away, Piscean energy, right? Follow your intuition, walk towards the sun, right? The sun is your wish fulfillment, your truest desire, the reason why you came here to be. Now you may be also experiencing a very spiritual or heavenly communion. Let me see. What about this settling? What do you want them to know about settling? Someone here is very unhappy. Tell me about settling. Like you feel like this is all the best that you could do. Tell me about settling. What is this settling about? Give me clarity for the people who chose pile number 1, Spirit. Yeah. It's time for you to let it go. Whatever it is, it's time for you to let it go, knowing that you are being divinely guided and the way is made clear. His shoes are off and he's walking on the ground. So now may be time for you to ground yourself, get grounding stones, and let go. Like, you can't take everything with you. You got to let go. Whatever you think that is abundant, whatever you think that is fulfilling, and you're truly, like, honestly, you're truly not happy with it. You feel like you settled. It's time for you to let it go. All right. At the bottom of the deck, the King of Cups. You may not really be in touch with your emotions. Your emotions may run very deeply and you're detached from whatever, how you truly feel. You may be detached. You may just want to get away. You may not even want to deal with it. But it's now time for you to deal with it. Scorpionic energy. It's now time for you to deal with it. It's not time to forget. It's time for you to tap into your intuition and remember. Yeah. 8 of Cups. This is really a heavenly experience. Well, when you're able to get in touch with your emotions, you're able to free yourself from any negative connotations of settling. It's time for you to walk away from something. Interesting. Learn how to be alone. Interesting. So tell me about this apology, Spirit. What about this apology? What do my collective needs to know about this apology? Give me clarity. What is this apology significant of? What is this apology significant of? Give me clarity for the highest good. Oh, someone that you, I don't know if you cursed someone out or someone cursed you out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You may need to give someone an apology about sharp communication or vice versa. Someone wants to give you an apology about an argument you may have had. Someone must have been very much so in their power and used it against someone or yourself, okay? Now we're moving on. This is a celebration, a higher level of commitment, a higher level of communion. You may be like buying a house. Interesting. You may be buying a house, and or this could have been an argument about a home, about some type of finances. Yeah, this might have been an argument about a house or finances. The Page of Pentacles. I guess things are not I guess. Pages are potentials. So this is the potential for you to get yourself grounded, a potential for you to get something more, right? The Page of Pentacles is significant of the Magi who has the ear of the king. This is someone who does earth magic. It may be now time for you to plant. Get a plant, to watch it grow, nourish it, pay attention to the signs. Yeah, this is going to be magic for you. Earth magic. What is it that I can produce from the earth? All right, let's see what else is going on here. Spirit, tell me the situation as it is for the people who chose the pile number 1. So there's going to be, there has been a drastic, extreme, harsh cutoff. Someone was pretending, possibly living beyond their means. And not even living beyond their means, but putting a lot of value on their material possessions. Afraid of what people were going to say about them. Tell me, what is this new idea? What is this lesson? Okay, roller coaster. High is high, adrenaline rush. So maybe you took quick and immediate action because you're easily swept off your feet. And this was a lesson that had to be learned. Yeah, gossip. Gossip. Done. Completion. Lesson learned. Hello. Done. Completion. Lesson learned. So you're going to come out of this. Don't be worried about, like, it's like you're worried about what people are going to say about this divorce, about this separation, about this loss. And, like, you're scared. But there's no need to be scared what people are going to say. It's maybe time for you to disconnect from your phone a bit, disconnect from people a bit. Solitude is where you're going to find your enlightenment. Tell me, why is the Two of Wands in reverse with this marriage, this commitment? Why is the Two of Wands in reverse? It's time not to take action towards some type of commitment. It's time to pause, wait, and reflect. Yeah. It's time to pause, wait, and reflect regarding a soulmate, similar friendship, romantic partner, synchronicities. Follow the synchronicities. It may be time to pause, wait, and reflect. Okay? Poison. Toxic, unhealthy behaviors in people. Synchronicity. Something is being made aware to you. Okay? Follow the signs. Follow the signs. Tell me about solitude. What is the Page of Swords? So, oops. Wow. The Page of Swords is like really gaining insight, gaining information. Okay, you see how she's sort of reading the book, and off the book there comes the enlightenment. All right, and the enlightenment is about your desires. Is this lust? Is this just sexual chemistry? Or is this long-term commitment? You have trash. Discarding and throwing out. It's time for you to discard and or throw out. You know, you could, honestly, desire can be very mesmerizing. Lust can be very mesmerizing and honestly mimic the emotions of love. Okay, so it's time for you to take time for yourself regarding this desire, lust, and or sexual chemistry. See, ascension, spirit. Didn't I say it was going to be a spiritual enlightenment? It says ascension, spiritual path, an awakening. This may even have to deal with like a Taurus like energy. This is an ascension, society, standards, religious institutions, educational institutions, familial institutions, right? Tell me here, where's the Knight of Pentacles going? So this is slow and steady. You're moving away from settling. Slowly and steadily, you're moving away. Tell me, where will this Knight of Pentacles? Okay, pop up. Oh. Pop up. Spontaneous, unexpected, surprise visit. Be prepared. This is going to be that apology. And it's not time for you to be harsh. It's time for you to be gentle. Time for you to be receptive. And just because you accept somebody's apology doesn't mean that you have to have them as an adamant piece of your life. See, retaliation, punishment, payback. Look at this. This is the Queen of Swords in the reverse, though. It's not time for that. It's not time to mince harsh work. Excuse me. Wow, you see that? It's not time for you to mince harsh words. It's time for you to be a listener. It's time for you to be discerning. It's time for you to have a biased opinion, okay? Pressure cooker, rage, ready to explode. No, it's not the time for that. It's really not. See? Archangel Michael is protecting you. Archangel Michael is protecting you. All right? So tell me about this Queen of Swords, Holy Spirit. What is this Queen of Swords is bringing to my collective? Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse? Who's coming with an apology? What is this apology all about with the Queen of Swords? Spirit, give me clarity for the highest good of my collective. Okay. Come together, reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract. It's time to release this. When they give you the apology, you're going to feel the release that you need. It came in the reverse. See? Lost, ghosted, blocked, cut off. Cut off. Alien, telepathic, dreams, and songs. So you may truly be connected to this person. They may even come to you with an offer on the table, but within future days, weeks, and months. But I honestly feel like this person left you in a place of feeling negative, ghosted, blocked, cut off, or you did this to this person. It's time for you to keep notes. It's definitely time for you to keep notes. All right, let me see here. I don't want to make this too long because it was actually to the point. So, Spirit, give me the advice for my collective. What is going to, okay. Devote some time daily to connect with Spirit, God, and your ancestors. Give me another modality of advice, Spirit. Give me another modality of advice. What else do they need to do? Allow someone to love you completely naked with all of your clothes on. With all of your clothes on. All right, Spirit, another answer for the collective on this pile. Give me clarity, Spirit. What do they need to know? Some things you just know without having all the facts in front of you. Trust your intuition. It will not lie to you. Okay, thank you for those who chose pile number 1. I hope that that does resonate with you. Let me know if it does. Okay, so for pile number 2. Let's get this popping. Pile number 2. Okay, so this is for those who chose the black tourmaline. If you would be so kind, if you guys can timestamp these at the bottom for your fellow watchers, I would greatly appreciate it. I may not have time to do it myself. So, we have stop and boundaries. We have secret admirer, inner child, compromise, and change. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, please tell me for the... Ooh, we got someone who's at a crossroad, possibly a Libra. It's time for you to master yourself. Pay attention to the details. This is all about self-mastery. The sun is shining down on you. You have to let go of these negative attachments here with this Capricorn-like energy. You may have Capricorn highly aspected in your chart. You may desire to control things because you lacked control when you were a child. You may have a father figure that was very like totalitarian, authoritative, and did not allow you to express yourself. Yeah, it happened in your childhood. Okay, tell me about these boundaries. What about these boundaries, Holy Spirit, that this pile... All right, balance. Balance between what exists and what doesn't. Balance between the past and the present. Okay, 2 of Pentacles, that's Capricorn-like energy. You may have really had issues with your father figure. Okay, the Tower. Something here is crumbling. Something here is transforming. Let me see. Yep, 9 of Cups. Piscean energy. You find your happiness. You find what really makes you glow. This is going to bring you great success, strength. You also find strength. Leo-like energy. Now, this can even be like your ability to be animalistic, instinctual, the ability to see people for who they are, the ability to defend yourself when necessary. All right? This may even be like a past life trait, okay? Tell me about this secret admirer. Now, the secret admirer is you discovering, could possibly be you discovering what happened between you and your father as a child. You may be missing the love of your father from childhood, okay? Let me see about this secret admirer. Give me the secret admirer. What is the energy of this secret admirer, Spirit? Wow, what did I just say? Virgo-like energy. 10 of Pentacles. This is the family card. This is the communication card. This is generational wealth. You secretly may desire generational wealth or harmony within your family. Pay attention to your familial relationships. You have boundaries up, but it may be delaying the healing of your inner child. Interesting. It's time for you to get logical. The Ace of Swords. This is being very calculated. What is hidden deep within the mind, buried deep within the mind, needs to be exuded into the outside world. This is the stairs of heaven. Stairs of heaven, as above, so below. There's an awareness that you have to reach. All right, and I believe that Spirit is asking you to go after it. Okay. We also have the Magician. You have all the tools that you need to heal. Now it's time for compromise and change and an effort for you to heal. You may even be dealing with a Gemini. But something here is definitely infinite. There may even be some type of manipulation here. Be aware of manipulative tactics learned as a child that you may use as an adult to get your way. That is not the way. The Star, your morals and values are being brought into question, or someone's morals and values are being brought into question. It's time for you to rebel against the status quo. No longer will society hold you with constraints, or the beliefs of others hold you at a crossroad. Okay, Spirit, tell me about this inner child for those who chose pile number 2. Tell me about the inner child for those who chose pile number 2, Spirit. Tell me about the inner child. What about the inner child do they need to be aware of? Ooh. 6 of Swords. Yeah, there has to be some type of shadow work here. You see how the birds are pulling the boat and it's dark and she has a suitcase? This is shadow work. This is dealing with those deep, hidden, intimate issues that you may not even express to the public. Spirit is bringing you to a sacred place so that you can become whole with yourself. Come into union with your inner child and know that everything is going to be okay and that you are safe and divinely guided and protected. Here we go. Look at the Queen of Pentacles, right? This is Capricorn Sagittarius energy. She's very intuitive. She knows her worth. Red is the symbolic of royalty, majesty. Green is symbolic of her abundance. She has these horns. Capricorn is very discerning, very serious, okay? But also very elegant and alluring. So know your value here. Look at that, the Hierophant and Ascension. An Ascension. This is Taurus-like energy. Don't be stubborn in regards to your healing, because avoidance is not the same thing as healing. The Hierophant is here. Your sacral chakra, you may need to listen to sacral chakra music, solar plexus music, as well as third eye chakra music to heal you. There's something here going on with the spine. You may also need to go get a massage. You may have been taking on the financial burdens of others. Interesting. Tell me about this compromise. What about this compromise? Okay. It's time for you to go on an adventure. I don't know if you're going to the mountains. I don't know why Colorado, Montana, those places are sticking out to me. But it may be time for you to go out to the mountains, explore. This is Aries-like energy. Do not fear. Do not fear. Now, the 5 of Cups is here. That's Scorpionic energy. It's time for you to let go of the past. It's time for you to let go of these deep hidden feelings. You see how she's sort of kicking it out down the drain? It's time for you to let go, right? All is not lost. All is not lost. You have so much more to give. Look at that, the Page of Cups. You have so much more to give. The potential for you to aspire to be great. Tell me about this change for the people that chose pile number 2, Spirit. Tell me about this change. What? Ooh. Okay, tell me about this change. What is the change? What is the change here? Something may be happening in the spring as well. Wow, look at this. The High Priestess is here. It's time for you to change your perception. And maybe instead of putting your emotions on everyone else, because sometimes we have the tendency to project. Instead of projecting what is the issue, because I don't know if you could see, like out of her eyes, it's flowing from the cup, from her eyes, and then right behind her, she has the essence. You see that magenta there, and you see the High Priestess there? Instead of projecting how you feel on others, now is the time for you to go within and heal those issues. The High Priestess doesn't speak. She holds the keys of the mystery. You may even be a High Priestess or a priest. You're very in touch with your intuition. And I'm not saying this, but this is maybe why it may be easy for you to manipulate others, or for other people to manipulate you. Take the story as it resonates. If a dog barks, if you throw a brick into a crowd of people and the dog barks, that is the brick that hit the dog that got hit by the brick, which means it was meant for you. Okay? So let's see. We have the Star. So this is a realignment of our morals, our values, what we deem as appropriate and inappropriate. And this is also where you move away from people in your life that do not hold the same values and morals as yourself. The Page of Cups. You being inspired. Like, this is like, I don't know if you wear your heart on your sleeve all the time or you easily get swept up by ideas, but now it's the time for you to know your worth, know your value, know when somebody is playing with you. I heard something very important. When a person tells you that they're not going to do something, that's exactly what they're going to do. Right? Okay. So let's get the situation as it is. Spirit, tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. There has to be some boundaries. There has to be a moment of silence. There's a reason that you should not act. Or maybe you're waiting on something. No. Intervention. Others involved. Okay. There's boundaries. There's silence. There's crickets. And there's also people involved. Other people involved in intervention going on. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Give me this Two of Pentacles. What is up with this Capricorn-like energy? Tell me what is up with this Capricorn. An offer on the table. An offer, a proposal, a commitment. Now, there's a stop here. Just be aware of that. See? Karmic. Karmic. Third party relationship and or lesson. So something is coming in between this offer. There's something coming in between this offer. Journal, writing, diary, keeping notes. You could benefit from keeping notes. You may need to write a journal entry because there's someone, either you or someone else involved in this connection that is in denial, that is not facing the truth, that's being very irrational. That you could even be in law enforcement. You can even be like a social worker. You are someone who rallies for people. You champion for justice for people. But there's something about you that you're denying. There's something that you're being irrational about and not really using proper reasoning. Tell me about this secret admirer. Ooh. Wow. This flipped down in the reverse. This is so crazy. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, which speaks about family, generational wealth. And the card that came out in the reverse is family. Okay? It says blood ties and inner circle. And it came out in the reverse. Your family makes you upset. Like, even though you were born into this family, you feel like they're not your family. Pressure cooker, rage, ready to explode. You also have plug, tune into the internet, and then done, completion, lesson learned. Completion, lesson learned. That's very interesting. We'll see what's going on with that. Spirit, tell me about the Six of Swords and the inner child. Well, you know what? Spirit, tell me about this family. Why is the family blood circle in the reverse? Okay. Plug, tune into the internet. Okay. I don't know if you're doing like family research or some type of genealogy, and you find out that some people are not your family, that you thought were your family this whole time. That's interesting. Twin flames, the one, mirrored souls, and pledged. I don't know if someone lied about the birth of a child. Done, completion, lesson learned. Okay. Tell me about the Six of Swords. What is the Six of Swords in this inner child energy? What is the Six of Swords in the inner child energy? Lost, ghosted, blocked, and cut off. You're going to find out some information about these blood circles, inner ties, and generational wealth. Okay? You may have been a love child, or someone is a love child. We also have love, adore, admire, and enchantment. Underneath that, we have a magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Interesting. You also have nightlife, gamble, take a risk. Maybe you're going to go visit your family or people that you found to be family. Wow, look at this. I'm not lying to you. It says financial support, child, alimony, and government. Someone may need to take a DNA test. Okay. Tell me about the compromise and the fool. What is this compromise and the fool? What is this compromise? We have a drama queen, locked box, closed, and trapped and frustrated. So I feel like the reason why they may be drama is because you box in a lot of your feelings and then maybe you explode and people think that you're dramatic. It's time for you to explore and to heal. Compromise. Someone made a compromise. This is like a secret. A huge secret is about to come out, guys. Wow, what did I say? A huge secret is about to come out. Come together, reconciliation, a spiritual union, and a soul contract. I know that this is a couple of romance cards, but I don't think so. I think that you're about to be reunited with like a parent, a sibling. You're about to be reunited like with your real family. Like you have no blood connection. Like there's some, okay? Irreconcilable differences, divorce final. Like you may have grown up, and this could actually be happening now. You may have grown up, or your child may have grown up thinking that their parent was somebody that wasn't, and you guys all made a compromise. Maybe someone went to jail, maybe someone passed away, and you didn't want to tell your child, or your parents didn't want to tell you. That's crazy. Okay, someone might even be getting a divorce. If this is happening in your present life, someone may find out and you may be getting a divorce, okay? Because someone is like literally looking up this information and, you know, dealing with their emotions as they find out the hidden secrets. Now everything is changed. Tell me about the High Priestess and the Five of Cups. Tell me about the High Priestess. Okay, look at this. It says bounty hunter, chaser, and hot pursuit. Well, whatever you're looking for, you're getting close, and you're gonna find it. You're gonna find whatever you're looking for. See, recalling, reminiscing, memories, and returning. At the top of the deck, twin flames, the one, mirrored souls. Listen, twin flames don't always have to be romantic. Soul connections doesn't always have to be romantic either. Look up twin flame and let me know what you think down in the comment box below. Spirit, give me the outcome for the people that chose pile number 2. Give me the answers for the people that chose pile number 2. Speak only loving words to yourself about yourself. Choose to see the truth in all situations, but speak with love and kindness, the number 48. Tell me about people who chose pile number 2, Spirit. Tell me about the individuals who chose pile number 2. What is the guidance for them moving forward? Today is the perfect day to do absolutely nothing and believe in love as if you never felt heartbreak. You're smart, wise, and beautiful. Allow someone to share experiences with you. Maybe that's that compromise. Maybe you have a big block up because you really don't know how to love, how to give, how to receive love. You know how to receive it. You know how to give it, but you don't know how to receive it. Okay, tell me about today is the perfect day to do absolutely nothing. What do you mean, Spirit? What do you mean? Today is the perfect day to do absolutely nothing. Give me clarity here, Holy Spirit. All right. You're flawless just the way you are. Embrace your femininity, the number 13. Now may be the time for you to go get a massage. It may be the time for you to go get your nails done, your hair done, you know, a haircut. Buy yourself something nice. See, look, you've been sitting too long. Move your body through dance, exercise, or anything else that gets the body moving, the number 27. Maybe it's a day to call out from work and just be with yourself. Not to just sit in a slump, but just to, you know, pick up that energy. Start vibrating a little bit higher, okay? Thank you so much, pile number 2. Let me know if that resonates with you. And we're moving on to pile number 3. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. Thank you all for your patience. So those for you who chose the Jasper, this reading is for you. So we have loyal. Loyal. We also have celebration. We have dreams. We also have action, but it's in the reverse. So I'm just going to put it upright. Reverses just means that there's blockages. There may be a delay. And that makes sense because immediately after that, we have complicated. Okay? Well, let me put it back. So here we go. Maybe this is inaction, which makes things complicated. All right. Spirit, for the highest good of the persons who chose Pile number 3. You may be a Virgo. It's time for you to focus in on self-mastery. The Chariot. You may have a lot of power, right? You may be a person of a lot of power, or the child of someone who is in a lot of power. You need to hone in all your energy in one direction. Don't be scattered with your focuses. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is here. A new mind. It's time for you to change your mind about something. Passionate new mind. Tell me about loyal for the people who chose. Oh, you might be of royalty. I don't know. I said loyal, but I thought royal. Tell me with this loyal. What does this loyal mean? Give me clarity. You may be a Leo. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So with the star here. The star is usually wish fulfillment. You desire loyalty, or you're a very loyal individual. Yeah, and you're also very like stern. Like, you don't play that. When someone shows you who they are, you are very ruthless. You will cut their throat and you will feed them to the wolves very quickly. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may also be in law enforcement. Look at that. Then I say you would cut somebody off and throw them to the wolves quickly. This is the world. Now, this can also be significant of karmic cycles. The world is fueled by Saturn. Saturn brings delays and lessons and challenges. And it leaves you to fix it on your own. Okay? Keep that in mind as we progress through the reading. Tell me about this celebration. Okay, Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune. You're taking a risk. You're taking a risk here. Interesting. A gamble regarding this celebration. The Chariot. Be careful with where you direct your energy. You see how one horse is white and one horse is black? There's a story about this god, and it has to do with the sun god. And so the sun god had a child, and his son was half mortal and half god. And so all the kids at school used to tease him like, yeah, you not no god. If you a god, show us that you a god. So he's like, yo, dad, these people don't believe that you're my dad. Like, let me take the chariot. And now the chariot is what brings the sun. The chariot pulls the sun from sundown, from dusk to sundown. And so he says, yo, dad, let me take the chariot, and I'm gonna bring it back. So the father's like, yeah, okay, be careful with this chariot, okay? So the son takes the chariot, and when he gets into the chariot, he can't control the power of the horses. So the sun is coming up and going down, and starts to burn up the earth. And Zeus strikes this kid dead because you can't burn up the earth. What are you doing? And so then it leaves the father in mourning. But who was irresponsible? Was it the child who was driving the chariot, or was it the father who gave the child the chariot to show up to his friends? So now is not the time to show off. Now is the time to be very, whether you're the father or the child in that story, now is the time not to show off, and now is the time to use the spirit of discernment, okay? At the top of the deck, we have, wow, didn't I just say now is the time for you to use the spirit of discernment? This is the Ace of Swords, okay? And this is also being very deliberate with what you decide to do. So tell me about these dreams. What is going on with these dreams, Holy Spirit? Give me the energy of these dreams. What is these dreams all about? Give me clarity here. Holy Spirit, give me clarity, Holy Spirit, with these dreams. Give me clarity with the dreams. What do you need my collective to know about their dreams? What do you need my collective to know about their dreams, Holy Spirit? What do you need my... Okay. With the Knight of Cups. Your dreams may be very emotionally based. Your dreams are based off your emotions. And I would say be careful about that. Okay? Be careful about your dreams being based on your emotions, because that means that you're very flighty. Like one day you're all in, the next day you're all out. Right? The Eight of Cups. It's time for you to tap into your intuition. How do you truly feel? This is a lot of in and out energy. You're very emotional. You're very in your emotions. It's time for you to come down into your body. Okay? And truly decide if you want to walk away from this. The Magician. I hate to say this, you may even be very manipulative. You may even force your will on people. You may be very willful, right? You will even do magic to get what it is that you want. That's very interesting. The Chariot, look at that. You need to be very careful with what you're trying to will into existence. All right? You're very passionate. And it's not to knock your passion, but willfulness causes confusion. Okay? So tell me, why is this action card in the reverse? You may be in Washington, D.C., or you may drive a BMW. Why is this action card in the reverse, Spirit? You may be taking a trip to Washington, D.C. Tell me why. Look at this, Judgment. A second opportunity. Oh, let me find out your parent is a politician or you're a politician. Okay, so we have Judgment here. Judgment. This is the area between life and death. The Hall of Osiris is where Anubis judges those who pass to see if their heart is lighter than a feather, to see if they're able to pass on to the afterlife, or will they just die. This could be a second opportunity to make things right, where you did not take appropriate action in the past. This may be a second opportunity to take appropriate action. This is also recognizing where you were wrong in a situation with the Judgment card. This is even releasing, like being honest. There's a feeling of honesty. Look at that, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, heightening your awareness, heightening your perception of a situation, and speaking with clarity and truth. Right? Cups is emotion. Cups is emotion. The Queen of Swords doesn't allow emotions to guide her decisions. She allows experience to guide her in her decisions. Okay? Now, at the top of the deck, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries, Taurus-like energy, taking initiative, taking control, being driven by Mars. Your physical aesthetic may be very important to you as well. And then the desire to win is very important to you. Now it's time for you to put a little bit more energy into discernment. Now it's time for you, and I don't know if this is like, the Emperor sometimes have a tendency to be very controlling regarding family. Yeah, you have to release your control. You cannot control everything and everyone. All right? Tell me about complicated, Spirit. What is this complication here? Tell me about the complication. What is the complication? Please give me clarity for the highest good of the collective. Wow. Look at that. You have problems with it concerns authority. You would rather sit in your emotions than to, and a lot of this is a lot of worry and anxiety over this maybe institution of marriage, institution of religion, institution of family, right? You would rather sit in your emotions, walking away, worried about it. You're very much so worried about it, okay? So you make it very complicated to deal with. You may be complicated to deal with. Like there's a lot of drama, a lot of pomp and circumstance and flair, okay? That the Piscean energy, the Hangman. This is uncomfortable. It's time for you to gain a better understanding of the situation. This is an enlightenment. This is an awareness, right? If all the blood rushes to your head, how do you feel? Right? Maybe there's poor circulation in your brain. And I'm not being funny. But sometimes poor circulation can cause negative thoughts, negative traits, negative habits, right? The Queen of Pentacles, you got to know your value. The Empress. You may have issues with your mother, okay? You may have issues with your mother. Now be careful here. I don't know if you're playing with two people. We're the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. And the Queen of Wands. There's three women here. Three powerful women here. The Six of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. So we have a Capricorn, Sagittarius, a Pisces or a Taurus. We also have an Aries or a Pisces, an Aquarius. Now, it doesn't have to mean that you're dealing with three different women, but I feel like you have a lot of ancestors within you that are trying to communicate with you. And now is the time for you to tap into your spirituality so that they can move through you. Let me see what's going on here. Get the situation. All right, Spirit. Tell me about the star. We have souls, moving, physical change. Okay, so it's time to move. There's a tragedy. There's a forbidden love here. Remember what I talk about forcing your will onto others? We also have take a risk. It's time for you to take a risk. All right, tell me about the star. Why is the star here for my collective, Spirit? Why is the star here for my collective? Give me clarity for the highest good, Holy Spirit. Okay, so we have children. Young, childhood, and playful. Now, children are very, very loyal. And I think sometimes people have children for the wrong reasons. Like, I want a baby to love me. Children do not love you. Honestly, being a parent is a thankless job, right? Your children don't realize how much you sacrifice. Your children doesn't realize how much you have to work. And they don't, I'm not saying that they don't love you, but the type of love that you're looking for from a child is not going to be the love that you receive. Believe me, baby. Believe me. At the bottom of the deck, focus. Eyes for you, fascinated and watching. Some of you need to be aware your children are watching you. Or maybe you've seen something as a child. Okay? Twin flames, the one mirrored souls, an interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. You may need to talk to your children and get on the same page. Or your parents. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune and celebration. What is the celebration? So I feel like there will be a celebration when you learn how to take risk and let go of the past. Tell me about, ooh, wow. So we have come together, reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contracts, financial support, child, alimony, and government. You may be a judge. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like I already said that I felt like you were like in Congress. We have obsession. Obsession must have indulgence in divine feminine. And then trash, discarding, and throwing out. You may be dealing with like 3 different women, I'm telling you. Something has to be done. Something has to come to completion. I feel like, again, you lead with your emotions. You may like really be a player. And it's not, I can't say that it's not intentional because we all know what we're doing, right? But it's like you always fall in love with the next best thing. Who is going to be able to support me? Who's going to be able to provide me with the best life? Who's going to be able to, and honestly, it leaves your desires unquenchable. Spirit wants to know, have you learned your lesson? I don't know if you got married as a child either. Or something happened with your parents and financial support and alimony. And maybe you were separated from someone, okay? You may need to do like a past life regression. Tell me about dreams, the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups? Ooh. Lockbox, closed, frustrated. Let me ask about this financial support. Tell me about financial support and come together. What is this financial support and coming together, Spirit? Okay, I got a lot. That's too much, so I'm not going to read it. Tell me about financial support. Okay, gamble, take a risk. Vegas. All right. So you feel stuck in this lover-like energy. You feel stuck like you're never going to move beyond just like dating, going on dates. I feel like you don't need anyone to financially support you. It's like financial support and child support is here. Drama queen, thirsty, causing chaos, and also a love affair. Didn't I not say? Like, I feel like there's so many energies involved. Like, you may have a wife, a baby mama, and a side chick. Wow, that's a lot, okay? And you may be cross-watching, and you may be one of these people. Okay, see, legal, court work, paper files. I'm not lying. Judgment. Tell me about this judgment. What about this judgment? We have synchronicities. Someone's about to get caught. That's all I know is that someone's about to get caught. And I did say the Hierophant was here, the institution of marriage and it being complicated. At the bottom of the deck, we have an ascension and a spiritual awakening. Well, when you do get caught, you're going to be aware. You're going to be enlightened. Someone is going to find out something. because they're very spiritual. Either that's you or your person. It's time for you to clean up your act. Bounty hunter, chaser, and hot pursuit, as well as a drastic, extreme, harsh cutoff. I think a lot of you guys are dealing with the law. Honestly, I think that you may be like a lawyer, a judge, you know, you may be a correction officer. Like, there's something that you do in the legal system. We have a realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. I told you. Focus, eyes for you, fascinated, watching. Someone is about to pull, right? I was going to say, somebody's about to pull the rug right from underneath you. Retaliation, punish, payback, and revenge. And I don't know how you could get out of that except for by cleaning up your act. So, Spirit, for the people that chose pile number 3, please give me guidance for the people that chose pile number 3. What is it that you need them to know, Holy Spirit? Please give me guidance for the people. Your fearlessness will intimidate many who couldn't find the courage within themselves to do what you are doing. Stay focused on your vision. Interesting. Fearlessness. You may need to come out of the closet and be honest. Okay, tell me here, Spirit. What is it that you need the people that chose this Jasper to know? Okay. It's time to challenge yourself and do the very thing that you're afraid to do. You've been sitting too long. Move your body through exercise or anything else that gets the body moving. What else do they need to know, Holy Spirit? Please give me guidance on their behalf. Work your magic, the number 38. Speak only loving words to yourself about yourself. Choose to see the truth in all situations, but speak with love and kindness. And then number 48. Peace, love, and power, YouTube. I'll be speaking to you soon. Bye.